And you know the crazy thing about music now, yeah? You see like with like TikTok and stuff, how music resurfaces.
It resurfaces, yes.
Yeah, so bro, the woman said to me, she said, you guys were 99% sold out. She said, that has never happened for a black show, ever. Just put your best foot forward, or because bro, we live in the internet age, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You never know who's watching, Tory.
So, on tour with Drake, or do 5 tracks on an album with Lil Baby?
He was going to Abuja, and then he wanted to drive to the Clearport because we was taking the jet.
Yeah.
And then he needed fuel though, and he's just like, bro, like he had to give the car to someone to go back. Just bro, I was thinking, this is mad. Like you can't even do this. Think about how calmly you just go buy your petrol. You can't even do that
Because the
you get mobbed.
It's like just population is mad, but do they keep tabs on like where he is and stuff like that as well?
They know, man. People like, but do you know, it's so like, you know, about Africa, like everybody knows where everyone is. So it's like, you could go to Lagos. Oh, where's so and so's house? Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's very.
Wow.
It's not like, think about it. Like, you don't actually know where your local celebrity lives.
Yeah.
There,
They
like,
know it. Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
They know
yeah.
every. Like,
It's crazy because I feel like I know what Burna Boy's house looks like
probably
from here. Like it's crazy.
Probably like, and obviously you gotta remember, like, I feel like especially like Lagos, Accra, like all these places, every area has that house. Like everybody knows this. Like if I'm in Dartford, that's that house. If I'm in Gravesend, that's that house. Like that's what it is for these man. Yeah. So it's nuts, man.
Crazy. What's it like for you lot stepping into that though?
In their arenas,
Yeah.
it's interesting. Like, I mean, because sometimes you get the overspill as well. Because like, I feel like with us, like we're very close to the artists we work with as well.
Yeah.
So it's like they know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they really do know you.
But do you feel famous though?
Sometimes I
Must
can't
do.
lie.
You must do.
Yeah, sometimes. Do you know when I'm in Ghana, it's a bit.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's gonna be mad.
Ghana,
Because they're so proud of you.
Story,
They're so
yeah?
proud of you.
A funny story. So I went Ghana with my boys two years ago, just for a holiday. Like I didn't even play a show, and this, I don't know if you saw the Chance the Rapper Festival.
Yeah.
So we went to that, and we was gonna go out after. So that was in an area called Jamestown. So Jamestown is kind of like not ghetto, but like have your wits about you kind of innit? So we've left the festival, but obviously typical festival, you can't just get an Uber outside. So I'm just like, obviously I know Ghana, like, so I was just like, all right, cool. It gets quieter this way, so let's just walk this way. But bear in mind, this is like midnight, 1 a.m. So we start walking, and then, so I'm Ashanti, so I speak Tree. But Jamestown, there's a lot of Gar people, but I don't understand Gar. None of us understand Gar. So we're just walking, and there's like these like 4 guys, like, and they're like looking at us, but they're speaking Gar. Then I'm like, I don't like how this seems right now. I'll be honest, but like they're following us. So I'm like, yo, man, I'm like, if it gets to it, like, you get me, we just end mode in it.
Yeah.
So then one of them comes up to me, like, but I'm being very defensive. I'm just like, you're right, like, and he's like, are you a drummer? I'm like, yeah. So at this point, I'm baffed, like, I'm like, yeah. He's like, Compozers. I was like, yeah, bro. Then he just starts screaming. Then I was just like, in my head, I literally look like, man, like, I'm thinking, bro, like, I thought you was coming to try to do something. Yeah, bro, like, it's crazy. Like, you go out, like, if I go out in Ghana,
You must even get that in London though.
yeah, in London. Do you know what? The other day, I messaged the boys because obviously I'm here, but I'm not here a lot. Like, I always miss stuff, so it's like I was here for like a month. So I went to like a few like events, like without the guys. And then I messaged the guys. I was like, bro, like, I think I'm developing social anxiety, you know, because it's like, it's like, I can't, in my mind, I'm just me, like, you know what I mean? But I also get like, people see what we do and the level it's at. So it's like, to them, it's like, yo, like, so it's like, you walk into a place and it's like, those who know you, like, they make a big hoo-ha. And it's nice, don't get me wrong. It's nice to be embraced by your people. But then what it does is, those who don't know you, it's like, who is that?
Yeah.
So then when someone says, I feel like with us, like you have those who know us and you have those who know the name but they don't know the faces. So when someone says, "Oh, it's so and so from the Compozers," it's like, "Oh, rah!" Like let me go speak to him as well. But then it's just kind of like sometimes it's like, oh, man, I just want to chill. Like I just want to enjoy myself like everybody else. But then it's like, you know, so it's like you go out and it's like people are just looking at you and it's just like, oh.
But you don't know, because I don't know. You don't looking at me because you know me, or you just looking at me because I get it. Because sometimes I think that, oh, you look like someone, and like, so you're not even looking at me for what I think you're looking. So then I feel like, oh, my big headed. I thought you knew, like,
It's all that our big headed thing. It's all a big hookah. Like it's actually, and I think
I want to come across like you're
exactly. That's one thing that gets to me. Like, unfortunately, like I might go to an event and meet 20 people after, then I meet the same person like.
And next time,
and it's like, oh yeah, and I'll always say that, lovely to meet you if I don't recall you in it. And it's like we spoke last week, and then like a lot of my anxiety comes from is that it's like I don't want to be rude. I'd rather stay at home than be
100%.
I'd rather just not go out and not have to tackle that situation. Generally,
it's like I've had to, bro. Even like when it's guys, like especially if I'm in like a club or like a party and an event, and it's guys, like there's so many things going through my head because I'm just like, what is it? Like, is it, are you scheming? Like, so do you know what I actually do? Like, if I see that scenario and it's guys, like, I'll kind of play offense. So, like, I'll greet you first.
Yeah, I do that bit as well.
Yeah. Oh, we say, my bro. Yeah. And then, like, I feel like it just calms the whole thing down.
Right, bro.
Yes, bro. You're right, yeah. And then, but more time, like, when you do that, it's like, they're gassed. It's like, all right, he salute. Then they start talking. They're just like, bro, so sometimes I'll be like they'll ask you for a photo. I'll be like, bro, so why was you watching me? Like, you wanted to move to me? Like,
I'm thinking a lot of the time it might just be them like trying to like, where do I know this face?
Yeah, and you know one thing I've realized in London, yeah, especially like everybody is very like, I won't say everybody, but a good chunk of people are very like, I ain't a fan. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing to my man. Like, I'm not a fan. You know what I mean? Versus like, if I'm in America, if I'm in like, Europe, if I'm in Africa, like someone will bold face walk up to you like no, they don't care how they look. But over here it's like you could be in a room and someone will message you after, oh, I saw you at so and so, but I didn't come that. And I was just like, bro, like
I hate when I get that.
Just come say hello. Like I don't bite. Like,
I'm gonna go say Tesco or go say, I just saw you. You say hello.
Are you okay? What? I didn't want to move like a fan. Like, but it's no harm. Like, or even me, like, bro, like I said, I don't consider myself any, like, bro, even the first time I think we spoke, I reached out to you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I just like, if I respect someone for what they do, I'm going to let you know. You know what I mean?
Remember that Channel 4? Was that the Channel 4
the Channel 4 thing? Yeah.
I was like, obviously, I know you from the television because I see you guys, obviously, when you them times you was on doing the Mo Comedian.
Yes.
So then I remember at the event, and I remember you there, and I was like, oh, Compozers, yeah. He's like, bro, I know you. I was like, bro, trust me.
Because it's like, it's love, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's what it should be. Like, everyone should just hail up each other. You know, I always reference this. The first time I saw Tiny, bro, from young, I've always said, this is my guy. I rate him. Like, this guy has gone from music to fashion to property to. I'm like, this is the Mecca. Like, and I remember this was back in like 2014. We done a show with WizKid in Berlin. Obviously, them times Wiz was signed to Disturb in London. So they were all there, and I remember walking into Wiz's dressing room like just before the show, and I saw Tiny. It was calm, literally Tiny, Wiz, Dummy, and like maybe 2-3 other people. I was like, yo, in my head, I was like, yo, that's Tiny, you know, like that's the guy. Like, And in my head, it was like, I was like, you have two options here. You can move like a fan and walk out of here like an idiot. Yeah. You can be calm and just have a conversation. Go up to him, I'm like, nice to meet you, bro. Like, I respect the graft. Bro, in my head, I'm gassed. I played it so calm. And this was, I always say, this is the time I really clocked it. And then he's like, I know you lot, man. You lot doing your thing, man. He's like, compose. I was like, I swear to you, in my head, I was like, there's no way. There's no way this is happening. And then, like, bro, we just chopped it up. And I tell like my friends, obviously when like my friends come to shows and I'm like, bro, trust me. Just go to them like, no, they're just
Bruv. A lot of them are anyway. A lot of them will give you. A lot of them will give you like,
I don't
a normal
think I've
response.
met one person that's like too they're just calm. They're all calm. Bro, like I treat David though like one of the man them. He's honestly one of them. Like, bro,
but he's had that reputation.
He's got that vibe.
He's had that reputation.
We send each other stuff on Instagram, laughing like he's so like they do normal things. Like this is why I say like all the time. Like when you see like sometimes when I watch like social media and I see the way people talk about, I'm like, bro, you gotta be careful. You know, like these men are really like on the apps. Like, they're really on the apps. Like they see these things. Like, so bro, they're all. The other day, the same thing, bro. This one was gas. We did the GRM radio.
Yeah.
Bro, Bashi walks in. I'm like, right, that's
You're
Bashi.
thinking Bashi, you know.
Black boys.
Can I stop you there because it's very interesting because I think this is a telltale sign to talk about like what speaks to you because you spoke about working with Wizkid and you saw Tiny, and you could argue that Wizkid is as big or bigger than Tiny, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? But Tiny resonates with you because you saw his journey from 100%. this to that.
I'm very fascinated by like people like that.
Their journey resonates with you
because, bro, it's hard. Like you see, right? It's even harder now, bro. Like you see people like Tiny. You gotta really respect them, man. And sometimes I hate when they're not included in these conversations.
Absolutely.
Like Tiny, a Rich.
Yeah. They're done a madness.
You have to understand, I feel like now to even have a career for 5 years in music is so hard.
Yeah.
But them, man, they were able to have a career through like different generations.
And the key thing is it started when they weren't giving us a chance as well.
Bro.
Yeah.
So they really had to boot the doors off the hinges.
When you hear Rich rap or like you see Rich profile, like bro, like you're just like, oh my gosh, Rich.
No facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you talk about bro, Tiny. The last thing. What's one of the last things he done? He designed a baby stroller. It's got a baby stroller line. Like,
bro, and even
man, keep innovating.
Because my first introduction to kind of that world was working with one of Tiny's artists, Sasha Keeble. This was I was probably like 16, 17. So by default, we used to get the spillover, like the invites to like events. Bro, I don't know if you remember. Do you remember when he did the smart car? Like they designed a Disturbing London smart car.
No, I don't remember.
Oh, no. I was just like, bruv, this guy is gone. Like,
yeah.
Then I saw he had like a collab with Mercedes.
Yep.
Then he dropped the What We Wear brand.
Yes, What We Wear.
And then I was hearing it through the grapevines, bare like, yo, he's a mad property guy. You know, he got mad.
Yeah.
Like, who is it? Like this is even before my mind ever went to property. And then now he's hosting a property program.
Yeah, crazy.
So like to stay relevant through all these is a big thing, man. Like, and it has to be applauded. I feel like people don't speak about those people enough. And that's what this was the same thing about Bashi.
Yeah.
Bro, Bashi walks in the room. He didn't even say hello. He literally shook my hand, like what? He shook all of our hands one by one. And the first thing he said to me was, "It's about time. I've been waiting for this day." I'm like, are you dumb? Like, I played it calm. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like in my head, like, are you dumb, bro? What do you mean, Black Boys Bashi?
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this day.
It's those things that really hit you like that.
Yeah, they hit you, man. I'm big him up for even saying that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Like my respect for him.
Big him up for saying that.
It went like whatever's through the roof above that, because I was just like, fam, like, and you know, Bashi's, and again, we don't talk about him enough. Bashi is, you know, clear that you don't see the person.
Yeah.
And it's not until we had a conversation, I was like, bro, so like, you know, bro, he's like, bro, I've just been acting, bro. I've been between here and LA.
Yeah.
And I'm like, people are like posting saying, like, he's been doing stuff with like Jay-Z, and I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Yeah.
Bro.
But because we don't see it on the net, we think
it's true, bro. And that's why sometimes I just know we're in a blessed position to do what you love and still get recognition.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when about a couple of years ago, I think it was a couple of years ago, I scrolled and I see Bashi followed me. I showed my wife, like,
it's so funny. So funny. When you clock that she's not deep in as much as you are.
I forget.
You don't get it.
Man used to know the whole Black Boy rap. The whole thing. And sometimes I had to watch it on Channel U to even remember it, bro. Or hear it on the radio, bro. Do you understand?
Bro, it's
crazy.
Like, I met Swiss the other day, like at one of his hits. I was almost fainted. Bro, Swiss was so solid. I was like, oh my goodness, bro. You don't understand. Like,
instrumental just played.
Same.
Like, so it's like there's certain people you meet and you feel like even like Lisa Mafia, like when you think, how can I do finance and now I get to resonate with these types of people that I could be in this. Do you understand? Sometimes young people feel like, oh, I've got to do what they're doing, but actually just be great at what you do. And it will put you in people's.
That's it.
That's it.
I remember one Eugene.
Yeah.
that's big bro, like
Yeah.
for a long time. And one thing he said to me, bro, it's never left my brain ever. And if he hears this, I know he's gonna remember. If you know where we was
when he said it,
and this is testament to Eugene. Like, we were standing at Afro Nation by the side of. I'm about to go on stage, you know. Like in 5 minutes, and this is the conversation we're having. And he goes, Steve, listen, in whatever you do, you want to be the person that everybody knows. If I need this, this is who I come to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in your bro, let's be honest. Amongst our community, you're the finance guy. Bro.
Yeah, you're not facts.
You're the finance guy. Literally yourself and Franklin.
Yeah.
It's you two. It's actually you two. First time buyers, it's you. Everybody knows that. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing to see because it's like, let's be honest, with those things, it's incorporated in everybody's everyday life. So it's like, if I'm gonna ask my brethren, like, oh, yo, like, yeah, I'm trying to buy a house, like, who can? Oh, yo, like, bro, I'm trying to, you know, I made a bit of money now, like, I want to make some investments. Go to Eman. Like, that's what it is now. Let's be honest. Even like Eugene now, since the whole doc, I want to go into agriculture. That's what it becomes. And even for us, like, yo, I need a band. The Compozers, like, it's just beautiful. Like, honestly, like, and I feel like, bro, the black community is so strong right now.
What? The potential is insane.
Endless.
It's insane.
The things people are doing, like...
And a lot of people are first generation, bro. Parents not born here. We were the ones that had to build it, bro.
Not born here, like, you know, it's crazy. Like, I remember, I don't know him personally, the first time I came across Tim Army, like, it was at a family wedding. And I just saw him and he was obviously close with the family. As well, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I was just scrolling on, and I was like, wait a minute, ain't this my man from the wedding? And I was like, oh my gosh, it is. I'm seeing 8-figure bit. I'm like, yo, that's great. I reached out to him. I said, bro, I was at the wedding. Obviously, clearly, we've got some, you know, family members. I respect you, man. Like, legal respect. He didn't reply, but it's calm though. But, you know, but I had to.
But that just shows a lot about yourself. That's good energy that you're putting out there. The similar thing that you said, so it's good to hear that. The similar thing that you said, that, do you know what? Just say like, I like the thing that you do with the drumming. At least you're practicing it as well. Because I do that as well, bro. I'll say to a man that, yo, like, you're the man that does X, Y, Z. Like, your thing is lit. That's all I want to say. Like, I'm only asking for nothing. I just don't want to respect a man's thing.
It is, bro. It's value. At the end of the day, it's value exchange. Like, ultimately, because it's like, if for example, and I'm glad I can say this example for both of you now because you passed that stage. But let's say I reached out to you at a point where you was getting married. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't think of no vow renewal ceremonies now. But if I came to you, bro, I'm trying to buy some property, can you help me out? And you gave me some advice, and vice versa, finance, and you just did that out of the kindness of your heart. I know if you now come to me on yo, bro, like, you know, I'm getting married, I'd really love for you, man, to play at my wedding. Like, I will go and vouch for you, like, bro. Because we don't really do weddings, but I would go and be like, no, I can't lie, bro. Like, this one, like, let's do it. I mean, like, he held me down when I needed it. So, you know, that's what it's got to be now.
In the same breath, you can't always gauge when the timelines are gonna. So there's gonna be a lot of putting good energy out there without. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
The other day I did something. I was like, yo, this is gonna come back later when I least expect it, but it's cool.
But you know what? It's so important to do that. Like, do you understand? Because I feel like just sometimes it's not about what you can get. Because what I've realized is that I help people. And the people I help probably can't help me.
Exactly.
But people that I can't help me.
Yes.
And without no reason, they don't know why. They just I just feel it in my heart to just, you came to my mind. And all of a sudden the door is open. So for me, it's like, I never think about, I'll do this, you're going to do this. But I owe you a favor though, because you see how you did me for that concert? Hey,
you didn't do me though, so let's talk about that.
No. You see where
I'm glad you brought it up. I want the one to bring it up.
I said,
I'm glad. Yeah. See, you know me, I don't play as well. I'll bide my time.
You was abroad, no?
I was there, bro.
You was there.
You came to the show.
Paid £1
Yeah, but I was, bro. Where we
was
was
nice.
Sitting, you see where we were sitting, yeah? See my wife? When I got home, I got the good, bro. I said I owe Steve 100 favors. My man, we was there.
Box, right?
We was right there, and then like we could see the band, the full band, and then we could see the audience. It's like we was enjoying the audience whilst enjoying it. Then the choir came past us when you did Lonely at the Eye.
Explain, bro.
Do you know what's magic?
Explain, bro. Bro, you know me,
when it comes to those shows, and I feel like I'm blessed. Like one of them's even in the room, like my friends, like they don't bombard me with, bro, can you nice me, bro? They just buy the tickets. I never have that problem, and it's like I always say, like, not that I'm playing smart, but it's like, bro, I know the kind of people I want around me because of the things I'm trying to do. So it's like it goes along. See how he's very appreciative of that. It's like. But
you gotta be careful with your words because you're making it seem like, and I bought the tickets. I don't know what he's saying right now to the audience listening.
I think we had a conversation.
Like before.
That's what we want to hear. We don't want to hear that.
So like honestly, that day, my guest list was actually full of like people I consider like, you know, VIPs. Obviously, Tayo had the VIP. That's why he didn't have to shout me, you get me? But it was like, there was a lot of, bro, like honestly, that day, like there was a lot of footballers. And it was just from like little connections I had made. So it's like, when like some of my boys were like, bro, how'd you get? I was like, bro, I just shouted him. He said he wanted to come. I was like, shit. And then even the people that were dealing with the guest list, at a point they were like, yo, your footballers are stressing us out. Because you know how footballers are. They just come with the 100 people and expect to get in. And I was just like, no, please, like, anyone on that list, please make sure they are looked after. Well, and I think it was you guys' anniversary as well. So I said it's his anniversary, so please, like, just, you know,
making me feel the 2 points that he made I let off is that you spoke to him just before recency
his wedding anniversary.
And wedding anniversary.
So I was like, you know, make sure he's good. But the good thing you did, you came early. Bro, I had to I had one of the most uncomfortable conversations the next day. Next day, bro. An agent, he's like, brother, like, you embarrassed me, bro.
That's the peak thing as well.
Embarrassed me, bro. Like, I had my players out there, and you know, with my head, I was thinking, I promise you, this is what went through my head. I was like, damn, that's like 5 potential business partners gone. But because they came, but obviously, like I said, footballers, bro, they came at like 8:45. And it was just honestly like, it was just too packed.
The place was packed.
It was jumping.
It was literally
it was jumping.
We can let you in, but we don't actually know where to put you.
There was no seats.
And then there was some ballers, like, in my mind, that's the day. I'm not the biggest football follower, but that's when I realized, like, these man have like little. Because I was like to one of my brethren, like, I was like, what, bro? Like, obviously, so and so's coming as well. Do you not mind sharing a box? Nah.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Everyone was their own thing. So I was like, it's crazy. But
can I ask a question about that concert?
Yes,
was David O meant to come?
Yes.
See, I told that people I was capping.
Yes.
People because I was capping.
Happened, obviously, at the time, he had just had his twins.
Yeah.
So we had. It was crazy. Like, I've never actually said this anywhere, but it's not necessary, innit?
Yeah.
But he was meant to come. Ashaki was meant to come as well. But it's just, bro, when you're in music, sometimes the demands just happen to come.
Of course, yeah.
I think David O had literally just had his twins like a week before. So it's kind of like, it's crazy, man. You guys are kids.
You know? Trust me.
Yeah, he had to just, you know. And then I think Ashaki had just signed like a new contract with one of these big Nigerian companies, and he was doing like an event. He had to honor it, so it wouldn't have worked out. But I was just like, it's cool. But in my head, I was just like, bro, like, y'all came to see the Composers.
Yeah.
You want to
But all of it, that's the sick thing about those things. They're just special guests. People don't know they're coming and stuff like that. Basically,
we gave you guys Gabsy. We gave you Jay.
Bro, but I'm saying that you man sold it out yourselves. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Which is crazy. That's a huge achievement.
Till this day, like, bro, I remember the whole thing. Like, in 1 minute, I was just like, this doesn't make sense.
Bro, I remember you man from Stratford, bro.
The book launch, Jesus Christ. Bro, I was probably like 18.
Crazy.
Bro, I
can categorically say I walked home without a penny in my pocket.
Bro, so, these men were just a church band, you know?
I know.
Church band. Them times, it wasn't like this. It wasn't as clean. They were just a church band.
I sat in the back of a van to go home that day. That was the only way to get home.
Do you remember what your first paid gig was?
Yes.
As a group or as an individual?
As an individual, yes.
What was the one as an individual?
A wedding.
How much you get paid?
£50.
Nice. Sounds about right.
Yeah, £50.
And then what about as a band?
Came back to school the next day. I thought I was lit.
Yeah, of course.
As a band, there was like chunk change. Like, what was maybe a wedding? You know? Yeah, I think it was like a wedding with like £200-300.
Come. Do you remember your first paid gig?
You know what? It was. You know,
Church.
Your mum.
Oh, sorry.
Your mum. Women's. So, listen, Tayo's mum always does everything for me anyway. But with the women's group at church, so I had done talks at church before for free for the men's group, for the youth, but I did the women's group. So done the talk, finished. They prayed for me, and then they did offering. Bro, cleared over £200.
It's clean.
I was happy doing it for free.
Yeah,
to
of
my
course,
aunties.
of course,
You know what I'm saying?
of course. But sometimes it's that being happy doing it for free that allows you to master your craft and
Yes.
so on and so forth, basically.
I think in any creative field, bro, like if you're doing it for the money, forget it, man. It's not gonna last.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not gonna, bro. I especially say in music, man. Like when I spoke to a young guy the other day, and this was just after we had done Madison Square Garden, and I posted it. And
Crazy.
He's like, bro, I can't wait to get here. I said, bro, trust me, you'll get there. I said, you'll get there. But I said, what you see today, this is like 10, 12 years of dead. Like, bro, if honestly speaking, yeah, there's been so many times I've asked myself, bro, like, God, when?
Yeah.
God, when, man? Like, and you know, it's hard sometimes, like, you're playing with some of these artists. Bro, I won't say names, I've seen some of these man do like 50k transactions for watches, like, it's £5. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, bro, like, what, it's lit like that? It's lit like that?
It's like
And
that.
then like, bro, some of the sacrifices we made, I mean, one of the first like big tours we had, you know, what we do and how many of us there is was very unconventional in live music culture. Like 2 keyboard players, a drummer, bass guitarist. It was usually we want 1 keyboard player and then a guitarist, and then we lot talking about you come with your manager as well. Like it just didn't make sense. Like, and I remember like this was like maybe like 2014, 2015. They were like, we have budget for 3 people. That is it. And bro, we literally was like, do you know what? It's calm. We'll take it. But everyone's coming though.
Yeah.
Everyone's coming.
That's sick.
5 man splitting 3 man's piece.
Yeah.
Bro, and it's just like, now when I think about though, bro, like with all humility, like what everyone was taking is close enough to what one person takes now. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, wow, like, but it's weird. Like this year, I really see like the 10 years number. Like it's very like,
You see it maturing.
it's becoming a thing.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching like Reese Wabara's with Posty. 10 years in the game.
Yeah.
Like a lot of other artists, 10 years in the game. Eugene, 10 years. I remember the first time I spoke to Eugene about his agriculture stuff. I was like, oh, is this something new? He's like, no, bro, I'm celebrating my 10 year. I was like, wow. Like, so, you know, it's like, I'm starting to really realize it's to really reap the benefits of what you're gonna do, you have to be willing to play the long game, man. Today when we was on our way here, like we literally we just stopped at a development. Like I saw like a new build development. I was like, I want to go in there. I just want to go in there and see it. So I just asked the guy, like, oh, can I like see like the marketing suites? And I was looking at it, I was like, this is crazy. Like this development is nice. It was in like Cuffley, Enfield.
Yeah.
And I said to the guy, I was like, oh, so like who is this like housing association? Like what's the He's like, no, it's a family run business. They've been there for 46 years. I said, wow. He said, this site you're on, this is gonna spin your mind. This site you're on, they waited 30 years. They bought it 30 years ago, but they only got the planning last year. So they held out 30 years. I was like, what?
Yeah, bro.
And I see the man, them like, everyone gets frustrated. Like, bro, planning's taking like 1 year, man. After such a long journey, finally got, I'm like, 30 years.
That's insane.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, like, to have 30 years, but do we even have enough people to wait 30 days? Bro, if man doesn't even pay man's invoice on time, man's shaking. Bro.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You think about
that kind of thing takes
to be able to do that. That's inherent. That's inherent. That's
somebody.
Family. Do you understand?
And honestly, the first thing that went through my mind was like how a lot of us are structuring our property deals, investing.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear to you, you know, even 1 day over, 2 days over with an investor's money can cause problem, depending on who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
So I'm like, rah, how liquid are these people that they just
Hey, liquid, bro.
30 years. And
Yeah,
it was
come
okay.
on, bro.
Hobby thing, bro.
Think about it.
I walked out
It's a
there
hobby.
and said, God, when?
Because that's not a business transaction.
No.
That's their they went to school in the area,
Yeah, just
or their
like-
great grandfather went to school in the area.
I was like, what was this before? He's like, it's just 3 greenhouses on this land. And now they got 91 units on it. Chai! On average, 500K. I didn't even do the maths because it would disturb me. If I did the maths,
I'll bang out the calculator all the time.
oh, and
quickly.
they said they've only got I think about 4 left.
That's about 45 million, by the way.
I know.
For those of you that watch it.
Well, I did.
But what you gotta understand is that, and this is what I always tell people when it comes to property and stuff, is that even if you haven't got the funds, see what you did. You've gone to the site. You've gained the knowledge.
Yeah.
You've learned something.
The knowledge is key.
Like, knowledge is key. Sometimes
Fire it,
we
put it be, yeah.
want to put deposit, we want to do, like, actually, just go and learn. Go to the events.
Yeah.
Be around people doing stuff. You're going to learn and pick up so much. So when it's your time, when you're actually ready, you're going to know what you're doing.
Exactly.
I'm not sitting 30 years for planning, I'll tell you that. How much money I got?
You got Stephen from Composers.
Yes.
How many names you got?
1, bro.
Nah, come on, man. You got the full name. Stephen
Stephen
Asamoah-Duah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I said that properly.
Double barrel, man.
Come on, double barrel thing. How you doing, bro? Welcome.
complain.
Welcome to the Bread and Butter podcast.
Glad to be here.
If you were to split Composers into like 3 stages, like the beginning, the middle, and now, yeah, what do they look like? And before you say that, actually, I want to point something out, which I saw, and I think that it's very, very important for people to hear, which is kind of sick to see how it's kind of played out. I think it must have been about 12 months ago, but you put something on your IG or on your Twitter, and you said that the type of, you remember it, the type of year I want to have, I want people to be able to see it and say, this is God's favor.
Yeah.
Or something like that, which is a sick statement. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, 'cause-
and I think it's definitely been the case.
Yeah. Yes and no. But I say no in terms of what's in my mind.
Yeah, of course.
But it's like, but I get you, because honestly, when I do see people, it's just like, it's always one thing. You'd think like they all have a group chat. Like when you see any of them, make sure you say this. It's just like, bro, man, like, you man are just clear, bro. Like, you man are clear. Like, I'm just like, bro, I love, bro.
I get what you're saying about the no, because people see that, but you're also, especially if you're super ambitious, you'll kind of never be at a stage where you're not chasing something.
Bro.
So it's kind of like the thing that I'm chasing, I'm at the starting level of it.
That's what I'm telling
So
you.
it can be kind of hard to hear
Yeah.
you're gone, because what you're looking
started,
at,
bro.
it's the people that, do you know, the people that like proper lap those comments up, it's the people that are always looking backwards.
Yeah.
And I don't mean looking backwards like that, but it's the people that they make, let's just say 100,000, and now all you can focus on is people that are making 20,000, when you should be looking at what is after the 100,000, basically.
It's key, man. Like, because it's like, I feel like I'm blessed to be in 2 different spaces, which is like music, which I've done for a while, and then like I'm a baby in the business world. But I feel like the 2 worlds combining, I'm fortunate to meet certain types of people because of the music, and bro, the conversations I have, and I find myself, sometimes I even like, how did I even get into this conversation? But the things I hear, and it's like, again, like this is my guy. I won't even reveal. He's quiet, so I didn't. But we chopped it up last week, and he said, "Bro, whatever you think you're thinking, just think bigger, bro.
Facts.
Just think bigger." He's like, "Bro," and it's weird because one of his first encounter with me was at a show.
Yeah.
But then, similar to yourself,
Yeah.
he had come to a show in 2016. But I reached out to him.
Yeah.
Bro, like, you know, I see you doing your thing, man. Big respect. He's like, why are you reaching out to me? And I was like, nah, bro, forget all of that. Like, and you know, we spoke, and he was just like, I think he's 29 now. And he said, bro, at the time, like he said, I remember your show was at a pivotal point in my life where, like, you know, I wanted to get married. I wanted to build business and do this. And he said at that point, he was 23, 24. And all that was in his head was, by the time he's 50, he wants to own 10 properties. And in his head, I'm clear. He said, I'm 29, I've done over that.
Crazy.
So he's like, imagine what's in my head now. And I was just like, that's crazy. Like, so, I mean, the one thing I always say is I am grateful is an understatement, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like, even what we do, it's very unconventional. Like, I want to say, like, it's never been done before in this country, like how we do it. And it's like, you know, selling out shows without a #1 record, or, you know, like, a lot of people for a long time, like they didn't understand. They were like, what is this? What like it's more in the industry, like the labels and the booking agents are like, what is this thing? People are really reacting to it. And so I mean, I think in the early stages, I would call it the proof of concept.
Yeah.
You know, the proof of that was proof of concept. That's 2013 to 2016, like proof of concept. And I say that because we, in that space of time, we was able to do a headline show in the first year. It was meant to be 250 people, but we ended up having 400 people.
Sick.
From there, went to like 1,800 people to then 2,300, 2,500, and those last two shows being in very reputable venues, Kentish Town Forum, Shepherd's Bush Empire, which is kind of venues that people only do when they're on like a big tour circuit or like or like an album out there trying to promote. So I remember after that Kentish Town Forum, people started like, you know, knocking like, okay, like cool, like this thing, there's something going on here. So then I would say personally 2017 to like 2019 was the prove yourself. Like, okay, we're gonna give you an opportunity, prove yourself. And that's kind of where we started having like certain types of opportunities. We started getting like, I think at the time we really cemented within the UK, because that's when like the whole Afro swing movement was popping. Afro beats had just started popping. So it kind of became like, anyone needs a band, the Compozers. And then, you know, there's an event, we need to get the Compozers there. There's a wedding, I need the Composer at my wedding. So it had us very busy, like very busy. And it was just like, you know, prove yourself. And I think we really did prove ourselves. And, you know, thank God, like by 2019, I feel like we kind of became a household name for like live music. And entertainment, personally, because I even say like, as much as we're artists, we're entertainers. You can put us at a wedding, you could put us at a corporate event. We've done corporate shows, birthdays. And people are really entertained. And then, I mean, I think obviously COVID came, worst time ever. And then come 2021 to like now, I would say has been, not prove yourself again, but it's like, can you bounce back from what's just happened? And I feel like now it's like scaling. So this is why when people are like, I'm like, bro, like, I personally feel like I've started again, just at a bigger level now. Do you know what I mean? I'm at the bottom of the big league. Like, I'm like Luton in the Premier League. Like, they've been doing well, innit? Like, but do you I get what you're saying. We're not the Arsenals, the Man United, the Chelsea, like we're, and I like it because it's like I'm inspired consistently because of the kind of people I get to meet. The kind of, bro, like one of my, honestly, the best, I called it one of the best weeks of my life was this year when I went to the Grammys. And bro, like, it just made me like, I was like, wow. Like, I thought I've clocked it, but nah, there is miles to go. Like, I remember meeting a drummer from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I literally opened the door from my dressing room to go to stage, and he was right there. Bro, come and see. Everyone's like, yo, we gotta go. I'm like, you lot, just hold on. You lot have to hold on. And I walked up, I said, listen, I'm about to go play, but I don't know if I'm going to get to see you again. So I just need to say hello to you, speak to you, and get a photo before I leave. Because there was one day, I think it was the 22nd of February, 2023. I was in New York. And that was the day, like, I was like, nah, I need to, like, play this game at a different level. We did the Jimmy Fallon show. Shakir. Now, on that show, the house band is The Roots. And that's a band, the comparison happens so much.
With you and The Roots?
Yeah, people compare us and...
But they're more jazzy, more...
But just the concept.
Like what you do.
A band just being out there doing their thing, but then they also play for other... People literally like, you lot are the roots of the Afrobeat. That's what people used to say. And then I was just like, so I remember we walked in and the drummer, Questlove, like I've known who he is for time. So I was like, today, me and Quest, we will meet. We will meet. I get there, I'm like, this is the first thing that spun me. Like I can't even lie. Like I was like this because me, bro. Like if you follow my socials, I like to show the lifestyle of the because it's sick. Like people don't think bands get to experience these things. I walk into the building, I get to the floor, and there's like a row of rooms. Every band member has their own dressing room. Yo, and I looked at my man. I said, "Yo, this was obviously Royal Albert." I said, "Yo, make sure there's 4 rooms in it." 4 rooms in Royal Albert because like everyone's got their name on the door, clothing racks with everyone's name. I'm like, this is cold. So I'm like, cool. I'm gonna meet Quest today. Like, and I was really hoping like I could chop it up with him. Level, like done sound check. I'm like a kid, bro. I'm playing. I'm like, where's Quest? Like, I even want him to see me play. Like, bro, I'm not seeing this guy. And then, like, we left to go get some food. By the time we came back, the show had started. So I peeped out and I could see they were all there. Yeah. And I was like, oh, rah. So, bro, like, all right, cool. Obviously, I can't speak to him now, but obviously I'm thinking I'll get to speak to him after. So we've taped, and obviously Quest is like the leader of the band. Yeah. Bro, I swear, this is the first time I heard him speak. So we've got to the end of the show because Ashake performed at the end of the show.
Yeah.
At the end, like, you know, that performance. He performs at the end, and then I'm like, okay, it's time. The time has come. Bro, I swear to you, Quest puts down his drumsticks. Because obviously, so what usually happens at the end of a show like that, they'll check if there's anything that needs to be redone. Yeah. So he goes, we are good? All right. Puts the drumsticks down, they all get up. So I'm thinking, like, calm, like, I'm going to catch him in the... Yeah. Bro, by the time I got there, so I saw the production manager for the Roots. I was like, oh, is Quest there? Oh, man, he gone. I'm like, what? What do you mean he's gone? Like, yeah, man, he flew in this morning. He was hosting the Oscars in LA. Like, I'm like, oh, bro. But, you know, I said, that's all I needed to hear. They're like, yeah, he had the car. The car was running. The driver was just waiting for him. So he just jumped in the car. He's gone back. I was like, that's all I needed to hear. Because that showed me the level. Yeah. Get me? Yeah. I went back to my hotel. Bro, I remember I was even sharing a room. Like, even, I was sharing a room. And he's like, bro, why are you so quiet? I was like, shh. Scrolling on my phone, yeah. And I hear it. I typed on my phone. I said, the top richest drummers. And I started searching. So I'm starting now. What that, bro, that 1 hour I was like, don't disturb me. But bro, like, I'm reading up on all these guys. And I'm reading their net worths, bro. 350 million, 200 million, 180 million, this, that, and other. And then, like, I'm researching, like, not obviously, it's not a money thing, but I'm like, if this is the level they've been able to reach, they don't have 2 heads. Yeah. Bro, they're not nothing different.
They don't have 2 heads.
Bro, so I'm looking at a lot of them and I'm like, okay, cool. I've done the right thing. Tick, I'm playing in a band. That's the first thing. Yeah, that's what I realized. Then I started realizing another thing, branding. Because then, bro, and it's mad because if I say some of these names, Travis Barker, that's Khloe Kardashian's partner. Bro, this guy's got his own reality show. Bro, like, he's in a band, but he's built something. And I'm like, okay, cool. Bro, I'm reading. And I'm like, bro, like, so the one that spun me was Ringo Starr from the Beatles. Bro, I swear to you, bring your drummer from your church, bro. He could probably outplay Ringo. I'm telling you, I could bring you 50 drummers. But I said, clearly, it's not about that.
It's about branding.
It's about what he's created out of this. So that was the day I was like, you know what? I didn't meet Quest, but just hearing how he moved, that's all I needed.
I've learned a lesson.
I've learned a lesson. What do you mean you're filming and the car is on? It's not off, it's on. And it's running, waiting for you. I said, yeah, man. And I'm researching all these guys. So I was like, yo, like, gotta level up, man.
That level up. That gotta level up realizations as well. I can relate to what you're saying so much. There's certain things about it here. And I'll tell my wife, like, I slept well in 2 days since I heard that. Bro, I was shaking. I've been telling myself now, what are you doing? What are you playing at? Bro, you're wasting time.
Bro, I was like, what are we really doing, bro? I said, nah. I said, listen, going forward on the road, I want this. I want this. I want this. I was like, bro. Obviously, I was like, all right, cool. Like, let me calm down a bit.
Because there's a balance.
Let's get there.
There's the balance of like still knowing where you're at, innit?
100%. But you know what the beauty in it is, like, energy speaks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I always say, like, you know, if I've ever offended anyone, I'm so sorry. But I like to consider myself a very, very down-to-earth human being. Like, with anybody I meet at any level, whether I'm ahead of you in my career, below, I feel like there's just something you can learn from everybody.
Absolutely.
But I feel like what I learned from those interactions was your energy goes before you do. So it's like you walk into a room, just how you are, it kind of creates a precedence of how everybody should treat you. And I learned that from, like, how can a man inspire me, but I didn't even get to speak to him?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that really stuck with me. Like, I didn't actually physically speak to him. He probably doesn't even know my name. And I was just like, that's crazy. Do you know what I mean? And it started to put things in my mind, like, whatever you do. Bro, I experienced it this weekend. There was a guy, when I got to St. Lucia, I was checking into my hotel. And, you know Donnie McClurkin, the song, We For The... Bro, I remember back in the day seeing the live recording of the song, the drummer. And I loved, like, the song. I loved the whole album. So I've been following the drummer. Bro, imagine this, I get to St. Lucia, because Donnie McClurkin performed at the same festival. It's man, David and Donnie McClurkin on the same lineup. Bro, I get there. I'm checking into my hotel. I see him walking. I'm like, oh, wait, that's my man. Like, but I played it calm. And then he walks up to me and, like, he's like, you from the Compozers, right? I'm like, no way. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you're David, right? He's like, man, I am a big fan, man. I'm like, bro. I literally said, you can't be saying this to me, bro. I was like, crazy. Bro, like, I know you from that record. He's like, oh, man, like, he's gas. I'm like, bro, like, this. So to me, it's like, this is what I'm saying. I was like, from the switch of, do you know what, like, just put your best foot forward, or because bro, we live in the internet age, bro. Like, you never know who's watching your stuff. I told my boy the other day, there was a guy in Ghana, he posted a video on YouTube. I swear to you, I was the first viewer. He's a drummer. I was the first viewer. I said, if this guy knew that I'm the one, he would lose his mind. He'd probably take the video down, like, yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
you don't know who's watching.
You never know who's watching. So like, you know, and I love, like, even watching you guys, like, and your content, because it's like you said, sometimes the people that even hail you up, you're just like, how? Because it's like, bro, a video might get 500, 600, 700 views, but bro, like, really and truly, sometimes to get to that next, you just need that one person in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes that's all you need.
That's all you
like,
need still.
So sometimes it's not about, bro, you see some people, mad followers, mad views, and you sit down and have a conversation with them, bro, they're broken inside, like, as to how much is not happening for them. So it's like I said, it's value at the end of the day. Is the right people, are you targeting the right people? Because it's all, bro, everything you put online is marketing, bro.
Bro.
It's literally marketing.
But tell me, like, how do you like, because obviously I've met you guys out quite a few times. How do you guys stay family? Because we've seen it with bands like the Spice Girls, One Direction. You hear it from all these bands that break up, and they say that there was a point where nobody even liked each other anymore because money, time, people, like, you're very ambitious. If other people are not trying to, now all of a sudden that causes clashes, not because you don't like each other, just because where you're trying to get to, where they're trying to get to.
Yeah. I mean, bro, do you know what? Like, it sounds so cliche, but I want to say God is a big part, you know, because I feel like this thing we do was God ordained, bro. Honestly, like, bro, I say it all the time. I had no intentions of being in a band ever. But when this came, something in me was just like, you have to do this, you know. And it's like, bro, some of the things we've been through, like, it just doesn't make sense. How did you even overcome that situation? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, for how many years we were broke? Like, let's even go as deep as that, bro. Like, you should have quit by now, bro. You should have quit. Imagine, like, bro, I remember saying to my parents, Ghanaian, you have to go to uni. I was like, nah, I'm not going. I'm doing this music thing. And I remember saying to my dad, I said it with my chest. I said, Dad, that 3 years my friends will go uni. In that time, by the time they come out, I can employ some of them. Didn't happen.
Saying that at 18 is brazen. It says a lot about yourself still.
Bro, and before that, bro, you could ask him, bro. We used to ask him what, bro, in school, like, I used to tell teachers, like, I remember telling me one of my boys, Cody. I remember saying to the teacher, she used to, and I said to her, I'm gonna buy a Range Rover, bring it to the school, and burn it in front of me, just to show I've made it. Just like, I've always had that, but it's like, bro, I said that to my dad. It didn't happen, and it's like, imagine like everyone doubting you, but like you just believe so strongly. Like, no, like, trust me, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. I don't know how it's gonna work, bro. Like, you're delusional, bro. Like, at a point, you're delusional. Everything is pointing at, bro. I played shows where, like, bro, I get in the car and I'm looking at the petrol gauge, like, God, it's me and you, boy. Like, it's me and you to get home right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I feel like we've all I think one thing that really resonates amongst everyone, we've all put in so much and sacrificed so much, it has to work.
Yeah. And that's kind of like the gel.
It has to work. You're upset, get over it, come back.
Yeah.
And I also feel like we have a duty to our community as well. I feel like the community wouldn't even let us break up.
But do you feel like also being Ghanaian helps? Because I feel like
I didn't know that you was all Ghanaian. I found that out
You know
recently.
what's funny?
A lot of
Should I tell you how we found out one time?
Yeah.
It's mad, innit? It's mad, innit?
That is funny.
It was like in the first
That's like how we found out.
How we deeped it. Like, we did an interview one time, and the lady goes, "Oh, so you're all Ghanaian?" Oh yeah, it's true, innit?
No way.
Like,
What year was this?
This is like 2013. It's like, oh yeah, it's true, innit? We are. Literally, bro. That's how we all actually deeped it. Like we deep little things like that. It's so funny. Like, because you just walk with people. You don't even. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes you walk with people, you don't even know how old they are.
Yeah.
You've been walking with them for so long. You don't even deep how. Oh yeah, you're actually.
Yeah.
But it helps though, right? Because Ghanaians they're not, the conflict has not as much, right?
Do you know what? It does get hard because we are four. I even say five because of our manager. The personalities, bro, and the egos. Not like everyone's egotistic.
Of course,
bro.
Five different
men.
Yeah.
Five men, and everyone within their own right is a bit business savvy. And has individual knowledge on music. That's now. So, bro, imagine trying to get to one. We're trying to get here. This one wants to go this way. No, I can go. You can do it this way. No, you can go this way. No, you can do this way. Actually, no, you can jump over here, bro. It's long. A decision I know I can make in 5 minutes can take 2 hours. Oh, forget it then. You man do your thing. Like, it happens, bro. It happens, but it's like, I feel like because we're men, you know, men, we resolve conflict quicker. I feel like if we were women, Jesus, it would be bad. But as men, I just feel like, and I feel like we've gotten to a point as well where we understand that if there is an issue, I don't hate you. It's not personal.
Yeah.
I just want the best for this.
Do you feel
and
that
this is what I think is the best?
Yeah.
You know?
Do you feel that Brian has to weigh in quite a bit as the manager?
You know what Brian does well to do? Brian kicks back a lot.
Okay.
He kicks back a lot, and it's like, you might figure it out, let me know.
Okay.
And there's obviously times where I've taken the lead on this. This is what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Because I get it. Sometimes I've been in management position before. You have to make that move sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, bro, I kind of know what's best for you, man. So to wait around for a decision, it might be long. Do you know what I mean? So don't get me wrong, though. It's hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard because it's like, and there's so many things that go into making a decision, especially now, like, you know, there's family to consider. There's, and, you know, families, everyone's got different things going on now.
Yeah.
You know, money, age, like everyone's, as you grow, your passions change, your desires change.
What's the age range?
To be honest, them lot are all similar in age. I'm the youngest, so there is 5 years between all of us. 5 years between me and them.
Okay.
5 years. So I'm 27. They are 32, and 2 are 32, 2 are 33.
Okay.
Sorry guys if you don't want me to tell your age on camera, innit?
We didn't say who's who.
Oh, bro, like, it's not irrelevant, you know? Like, I don't get why people do that, but yeah. So it's like so that alone can even tell you, like, I'm young, so like sometimes I'm thinking, bro. You see, like, even putting our show together, Jesus Christ, it's hell because I will look from a younger perspective. One might look from a but I've got older people coming, so they like this. They want to feel like this. They want this element. I'm like, nah, but the young people just want to vibe. Like, you know, so like, it's always trying to find that middle ground. That's always, it's tough, bro.
So how did you even pick drums? Out of all the instrument that was there, what made you say, I want to be a drummer?
Before you say that, did you play an instrument?
Me?
Yeah.
You give me keys vibes.
No, I played cello.
You definitely weren't in the church band.
I played cello and
Where did you pick that up? Who told you to play it?
Baritone sax.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, so
that's cold.
I played clarinet and sax in it.
You lot too rich, right? You lot it's like some rich school.
If I'm being honest, I played clarinet, but obviously that means that you can play sax in it. So
yeah,
same thing.
Sax gets bare love now, though.
It's
The sax players, like, they're making money, you know.
No, but the thing is, because the sax, it's almost like the singer, innit? Like you can take it, like as long as you play the music in the back, like they sing.
cool.
Yeah,
it's become cool still.
But yeah, like you man said, why drums?
Bro, I could just play, you know, from 3 years old. Literally, I was just playing drums. It was just a God-given gift. Honestly, I never like, oh, I want to learn how to play the drums. It was never that. Like, I could just play. And obviously, it started out as I could just play until I got to like, obviously being from like where we're from, like, who do you know that's a professional drummer?
That's the tricky thing, isn't it?
Uncle at church playing, and you know there was one uncle that God rest his soul, Uncle KB. He was a professional drummer, but it's like it was the, you know, African parents, they have the stigma of being a musician, bro. But that's, you spoiling your life.
And he meant it. You know the way even you said it. He meant it. You're spoiling your life. You know that?
Like my dad, when he said it, it's almost like whispering. Like, cause my dad can sit. They call me Junior. Like that's why my name is SJ. Junior, you're spoiling your life. Like, you know,
you can't blame him.
Yeah, because honestly,
they can only teach us. Like at the end of the, even us, from what you know, you can. If you've never experienced, no one ever explained to you. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
As a parent, like me, having 4 kids, I know I want the best for them.
Honestly.
But after what I experience, I understand that my job is just to be a conduit. My thing is not to tell them do this or do that. Whatever you do, my thing is just to support you, do it the best you can, and hope that I give you enough knowledge and wisdom that when it comes to making decisions, you make the right ones. Because like I remember my man that done remember the squiggly lines on the clothes. I forgot his name. He's a designer, and his dad used to do the same. He used to cuss him about. And then Puff Daddy wore one of his outfits.
We're lit now.
And now he's in the dad was in the barber shop telling everyone, that's my boy.
Bro, that's how it goes. That's like
best stories.
And the crazy thing is, like I said it the other day, like if my child came to me and said, Dad, I want to be a musician, I swear I'm gonna do this. I swear to you, I'm gonna because
the only difference is that you may be at a position where they can chase their dreams and money doesn't come into it.
But I wouldn't do that.
Huh?
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do what?
I would not give you the handout.
No, not a handout. It's not, so I don't know. You may be of different opinions. So let me let you know what I'm saying. If you have a passion for something and I'm gone, I am allowing you to be able to chase your passion without having to think about, is this going to make me rich?
Yeah, okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You can see an example.
And don't get me wrong, there's still going to be hard work and graft that goes into chasing your passion.
But it's possible.
The difference with our parents is that it's almost like you can't take that risk. Your bank of mum and dad is me coming from Nigeria or Ghana over here and raising you. So it feels like you're about to plunder everything that we've done.
The thing is,
on chasing this dream. That
it was never the thing with my parents, and I credit my parents so much every time I can, because it was never a hard no. It was never a hard no, but it was a okay, but just have this as well.
Yeah.
Have this as just in case. You never know. Like, at least you can go and be a music teacher. I said, no, I'm doing this. I want to do this at the top. Yeah. That's what it always was. And, you know, like, bro, there's so many times my dad has just been, are you sure? Are you sure? You know, parents as well, like, they're intrusive. Like, some days, like, he'll open the bank statements himself. Like,
I had that. 100%.
You understand?
Open the letter. Just open it. Just what are you on?
Come on,
it's even working.
You asked him about it and they do it again.
And he can do it again. There's some months he himself can tell me, this month you made And it's like, honestly, now that I'm older, I appreciate it.
Of course.
And I understand it because you're just looking out for me, ultimately.
Yeah.
When you're young, you take it as, oh, you're being annoying, you don't rate my team, but it's like, you're being supportive and you want the best for me, which I do understand and I love them for that. But, you know, just trying to prove to them, like, yo, trust me, it's going to work. It's going to work.
It's a journey.
You said something and I just wanted to go back to it. He said, I was delusional.
Bro, I was delusional.
And you know what? I feel like when you look at the greats,
Yep.
like, I don't know if everyone's seen the Kanye West documentary.
Oh, of course, bro.
And he's going to every room.
Yeah.
He's playing classics, bruv. These men are not even
not hearing
listening.
it.
And he's just going from room to room playing these classic tunes that we love today.
Yeah.
And no one wants to hear it. Even us thinking him and Jay are best friends. Jay had no time for him whatsoever.
Yeah.
Only Dame Dash that even said,
You
look,
have to be delusional.
you've got to love your thing.
I'll tell you one of the
so
worst
much.
things in music. One of the worst things. There's a period. You're too, I don't use the word broke, but the finance is not making sense.
Yeah.
But you're too out there to go and get a job.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
You know that period?
Dread.
It is hell, bro.
While we're on that topic, talking about money, you guys are also credited as artists from time to time as well. One of the big ones that people know about is, I'm right in saying, Common Sense, innit?
Yeah.
That was sick.
Sick. Done your thing. Sick intro.
The plaques they're there.
What you get royalties for that?
Yeah.
Was it annual?
No, like every quarter.
What they say?
It's not. You're going to. No, but I'll be. It's not life changing, but it's not.
Yeah, but it's not life changing, but it's done once
It's
and
residual.
earns for residual.
Yeah, forever. It's
Do you
there
know what I'm trying to
forever.
say?
Yeah, it's there forever. And you know the crazy thing about music now, yeah. You see, like with TikTok and stuff, how music resurfaces.
It resurfaces. Yes.
Yeah. So
sick.
bro, you know what was crazy? Stormzy Shut Up.
Yeah.
So the last GRM radio we did was with one of them was with Rough Squad,
I was going to talk about that.
and then they did Functions on the Low.
No,
Yeah.
I never knew that was the original, and they brought the producer out.
Yeah.
When he left, yeah, I went to the man and I said, are you lot deep in how life goes? He made that beat. How many? Stormzy was probably a little boy.
Yeah.
Stormzy has now come back, made that beat probably 10 times bigger than it was.
Was back then.
Do you know what Broski's probably chewing right now?
Yeah. Just a shut up.
So,
And you got to remember that. Remember, because this is our era. They've been playing it in clubs, on sets.
Yeah.
You'll be hearing that. You see when these men do their old school sets, it's always one in the mix.
always one in the mix.
But when man made a song,
It's commercial. And I think that went the numbers was crazy.
The numbers
Yeah,
was wild.
crazy.
The numbers
Crazy,
was
crazy,
numbers was
crazy.
wild.
I'm sure it's like one of his biggest numbers.
yeah, still
It's
to
just so
today.
easy to be likable. Tell my man, shop.
honestly,
Everyone wants to see it.
After Common Sense, I was like, bruv, do you know what? Any session, bro, I'm there, bro. You have to play drums because you just never know.
You never know.
You just never know, bro.
Any session, any.
And do you know what's mad? Even the royalties thing, yeah. I think what a lot of people don't understand, like sometimes it's not just one song that you need. Sometimes you need one song and 4 mid kind of ones, and it makes up a nice chunk for you, every quarter. Do you know what I mean? There's a developer. He said this, and I love this saying. Jason Patterson. Lots of littles make a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now, bro, any record, I just go to, bro. I did a session the other day, and they made me play on 5 songs, and I had no idea who it was for, you know. And I won't say who it is yet. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. And then I was like, bro, by the way, because the producer that called me, very credible. I know it's not going to be anything whack, but I didn't know if it's just trialing something. I was like, bro, what's this for? It's for so and so's album, bro. It's dropping in 2-3 weeks. I said, is there any more you need to game, bro?
Yeah,
bro.
facts.
So I feel like sometimes just do it, man.
Facts.
That's the beauty of being a creative. Just anything that comes at you, that's gives you a chance to just do it. You never know who's gonna be there. You never know what it's for. You never know what's gonna come out of it. Honestly,
Yeah.
we've got some of our biggest opportunities from doing small stuff.
Yeah.
Small stuff.
That brings me on to one of our this or that's actually. So our this or that for this week here for you is gonna be between touring and featuring on the album.
Touring.
So on tour with Drake or do 5 tracks on an album with Lil Baby.
How long's the tour?
6 months.
How many shows on the tour?
There.
I
North
need a
America.
number.
You need a number?
I need a number.
6 months. Let's say there's four a week.
4 shows a week.
Is that not? I don't know. But I'm freestyling, dude.
Alright, cool. Hold on. Let me do some maths in my head. 4 shows a week.
Because there's bread that goes into it.
16 shows a month. 6 months. 16 times 6, 12, 70. I can't take the tour, you know.
You take the tour?
I think so at my rate. I think I'll take the tour, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Little baby album royalties could be decent, no?
Or what am I just playing drums on the... How many tracks have I got the whole album?
5 tracks. One of them could be
Which do
drip
you
too
prefer
hard.
anyway? Do you prefer...
Yeah,
I prefer
you
being-
prefer
I
the
prefer
tour.
being
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Is the rock star there?
But because you know what it is? Albums, yeah. Albums can be very tricky in terms of the amount of people involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the label might be taking a big chunk of that, and then there might be a couple producers on that album you got to share between. So you might only just get 1%,
Yeah.
2% from playing. Touring, my rate is my rate. Boom.
Boom.
4 shows a week. Boom, boom, boom. 6 months. Boom. When I get the money, I know what to go and do with it after.
Please, the evolution of your rate. Please tell them for someone starting, and this is not just for music. This is in life. Like whether you're a speaker, whatever you do. Like you obviously started off doing it for free. When did you? And then obviously you then started to get paid £50. Talk to us about the evolution. You don't necessarily have to see all the numbers, but how did you know when to say, okay, I can now charge X? What did you have to do to then get to the next level up? Because people don't realize that it's not just, oh, you're good at it. There are certain pivotal stuff that you have to do to then be able to go to someone for them to see the value. Even though you have maybe not even improved as a drummer, but there are steps that you have to take.
I'll say the value definitely kicked in. The value changed when I got into the band.
Okay.
Like, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Because it was... And there was actually 2 instances where I really deeped, like, raw, like, people actually view me very different from any other drummer.
Yeah.
3 instances. So obviously, prior the band, I was doing a lot of, like, round town, gospel concerts, all of that kind of stuff. And I still do them today if I'm around. Like, I'll do them. And then there was one time I actually went to one. And like my guys were playing, and I was like, bro, like as a joke, I was like, why you not call me, man? They're like, bro, we can't afford you. I'm like, what do you mean you can't afford me? They're like, bro, like, how are you gonna be doing all of that and then come and do this for a little? I was like, bro, I'll do it. Like, it's calm. I was like, right, like you lot really, you know, you really see what's going. That was one. The second one of my boys called me to cover him for I don't know if it was Strictly Come Dancing with John Legend. So I went to do that with John Legend. Sick experience. And then we spoke about...
Man's just talking John Legend
we spoke. He's like, it's X amount of money. Like, I was like, all right, cool, yeah, come, I'll do it. So when I got there, I like my money fast, bro. I don't like to wait for my money. So I was like, to the other guys, I was like, yo, like, how long have you like invoiced? Or they're like, yeah. Like, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, and then I think a conversation about the rate came. And then I said my rate, and I was like, well, and then it was lower. Theirs was lower, and I was like, in my head, I was like,
that's so funny.
Yeah, like not big difference, but the guy was like, one of them was like to me, he's like, bruv, like, why are you shocked? Like, bro, like, we're not the same, bro. Like, you obviously do your thing at a very high level, so I would never expect
us to be the same,
us to take the same money. I was like, bro, I just see it as we're doing the same job, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Third time. This was a funny day. So this was off the back of David O's first O2 show.
Yeah.
In 2019. And then he had a show like a week or so after in Leicester. So I've gone to the gym, coming back, and I see he's doing a show in Leicester. I messaged him. I was like, I messaged one of his guys. I was like, yo, put us on the guest list. We're going to roll to the show. Leicester, down the road from North London. Bro, I'm walking home. David O himself is calling me. Yo, SG. I'm like, yo, bro, can you guys play? Like, I was like,
it's so funny that you're doing his voice.
And he's doing it
perfectly as well.
Bro, it's like 4 p.m. Bro. He's like, yeah, can you guys play? I'm like, bro, it's 4. Don't worry, I'll pay. Just whatever. Just call his manager. Just tell them. I was like, bro, like, we gotta get the van and I will pay. I said, yo, man, we call him 01. I said, yo, 01's calling. He said, before I know it, The van has been booked. The instruments have been collected. We're driving to the show. We're on the M1. Random number calls Brian. Brian puts on loudspeaker. We did that show on a rugged thing. Brian even drove the van. Like we just went on a scatty one. Cash in hand, bro. That's the day I clocked this boy has money. Because we was in the club after, like just a calm thing. I was like, okay, bro. It was like a duffel bag. I said, bro. Then he just took out like some bundles. Like, Eman, hold that. I said, rah. So then, as we're going to the show, the promoter calls Brian. He's like, he's stuttering on the phone, like nervous, talking to Brian. He's like, yeah, bro, like, David said you guys are coming. I'm like, yeah. He's like, bro, I'd really love for you guys to just post the show, like, I'm promoting. Brian's like, nah. He's like, I know, but we'll really help the show, like, sell some tickets, like, some extra ticket, like, we'll pay extra. I was like, what? So the man them are commanding. Yeah. You know extra. That's when I started realizing, okay, like, all right, cool. But again, that's like 2019. Like, we've been in this from 2013. So I've gone 6 years happily accepting the going rate. Then now I've realized. And then I remember after was it Brixton or I think it was Royal Albert Hall. No, it's like I gave a warning to like everybody, like, and I think they thought I was joking. I gave a warning, like
the rate's up.
It was an internal joke. So the show was 28th of October. I said, guys, 29th October 000000 time. Everything's changed.
Yeah. I hear it
because I saw that Royal Albert in 1 minute. It's different. I remember that year in the meeting, and I said, Brian, this going forward, I said, I'm not going out for less than this. I said, we can't go out for less than this. I want X amount of money. So I said, I'm now at a point, I'd rather just not do it. If it's, unless there's something.
The rate goes around as well. If you know someone on this side, I here and they try.
I was like, if there's no value that we are getting,
yeah.
Do you get me? So from there, and bro, but I'll be real, still, I'm like, I need more.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Because, bro, like, I was doing maths the other day on there was one band, some rock, if I say them, you never heard of them. 4 guys.
Yeah, but you know, that's the
my brother, 4-man, 350 racks or show.
Oh, it's crazy.
I said, even let's be frugal, take away everything. Every man is walking home at least 50k up.
Yeah.
So give me that Drake tour at 50 racks a night.
Yeah.
200 bags a week. 800 racks a month for 6 months.
Yeah.
4.8 million from one tour.
He's mastered it.
Why wouldn't I take the tour?
It's just so funny. I can tell you one of those guys, like, your maths is okay, but when you add pound sign at the beginning, it becomes perfect.
I was like, bro.
Boss.
I was like, bro, like... So it's made me know, like, because like I said, entertainment never dies, bro.
No. Yeah, it doesn't.
Entertainment doesn't die.
It doesn't. Let me jump in though before you forget. Yeah, so obviously it's the midway point, so it's not recent. That 29 period. How much was in a duffel bag? Give me a range.
At least like 30 racks, bro.
GBP, you didn't bring dollars.
But bro, some of the things I've seen.
Yeah,
bro.
Talk about
that there's money.
You tour regularly with Asake and Davido.
Bro, you know the other day I was watching, we did a show in Toronto, yeah, with Asake. I was watching the show, like, coming back on the flight. This guy, he's got that song, Mr. Money, like, he's walking around, like, I thought he came off the stage to go sing to a girl. This guy was walking around giving $100 bills to people in the crowd.
Crazy.
And he's, you know that smile, he's just giving $100. I'm like, these guys, bro, like, you see, like, the money they do, bro, is crazy. Like, and you see, this is the beauty of being a creative, and I always say be diligent, because it's like, you go, then just one day, bam.
Yeah.
Everything has changed. I don't think I'm yet to have that, but I know it's coming.
Yeah.
But it's coming.
But you've had tastes of it. Like,
I've had small tastes.
You definitely had tastes of it. It says,
bro, when you did, you know that Ashaka, you did Lonely at the Top
at the show,
and then you posted it on your socials. Did you think, bro, when I've gone there the next day, the numbers, because I've seen it on your page first.
Ashake's show.
Mm-hmm. So I seen it on your page. I thought, this looks sick, because I see the clip on your. So we go watch the video. It was only the numbers, and then if you see the amount of people that remakes.
Yeah.
Bro,
crazy.
Bro, it was crazy. It was great. That I think the first time I ever saw that was, and people still, bro, it charted in Nigeria. The Davido intro at the 2019 show, the intro we did for IA, and I was like, wow, like, bro, it's got like 5 million views. I was like, wow, like, this is crazy. But it's like, you just never know, like, bro, like, even the Lonely at the Top thing, it resurfaced again at Royal Albert Hall. We did it again. We had the choir do it as well. And that, bro, that day, like, honestly, that day was special, man. Like, bro, people don't know. I was weeping before I came out. I was in tears before bro, as in, the intro was playing, there was like the intro, it sounded like the girl was playing the violin. While she was playing that violin, I was standing there crying. And the boys were like, hey, come on, man, come on, bro. I was just like, fam, like, this is crazy, bro. Crazy. I'll never forget, it was like, yeah, bro, just about to go out. Yeah, Stephen Pray. Bro, I said, dear God. That was it.
Bro, the way you were beating them drums. Hey, listen, you see that day, yeah? I was like,
that day was epic.
That day it was different, bro. Even I was emotional. It wasn't even me, my thing.
Bro.
You know when you're happy for someone, yeah? Like you see someone, you've seen them grow, and you know them personally. And like, because of where we were seated, I was almost able to look at the audience.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at
how they responding,
and I'm just thinking to myself, how you man started as a church band, and look what you're doing. Yeah. Royal Albert Hall is not a joke,
It's not a joke.
That's what it was for me,
Yeah.
Even when we went there, we went to do a talk there with some school kids like a week after. Bro, the woman said to me, she said, "You guys were 99% sold out."
Crazy.
Said, that has never happened for a black show.
It's crazy.
Bruv, yeah.
In my head, I was like, bruv, put our face on. You see what?
Yeah. Where all the artists are, put it there then.
Add it. Put it there. Add in. Next to Jay-Z's one and Beyonce. Put it in the middle of Jay-Z and Beyonce. What are you talking about?
But you know what's interesting though? I think that our community especially, sometimes you speak about the fan thing. I feel that, I may be wrong, but I feel that you guys get it less, as in people feel that you're more approachable. The reason why I say that as well, I feel that a lot of composers support, especially from my side as a consumer and as a fan, I feel like it's like, this is the man them.
Yeah.
Like these are the people that we grew up with, listening to, the people that were playing at the weddings that we used to go
That's
to.
what it is, bro.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So we all know, and it's like, why wouldn't I go and buy a ticket to support?
It's like, bro, you know what I find beautiful, sometimes playing a show and I see couples that we played at their wedding in the crowd.
Crazy, yeah.
I find that so beautiful.
Yeah,
it's mad. Because you're right, bro. That's how it's, bro. We were the local entertainers to get, bro. Bro, I promise you, 2013 to 2015, Compozers, if not every other week, at least twice a month, we were doing someone's wedding.
It's crazy.
And that's how a lot of this built.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a famous cousin.
Yeah,
Everyone's got a famous cousin.
Yeah.
Bro, you go to this wedding.
And you see that person there.
Bro, I remember we got our first big tour was with Fuse. We got that because we went to a wedding and Fuse's tour manager was there.
Yeah.
He walked up, he's like, yo, you man are cold, man. Like, I manage Fuse ODG. Like, we should talk. The man them, yeah. When he walked away, we got it. This is when Fuse was popping. Popping is not even the word, bro. Fuse was smoking hot, bro.
Yeah.
And bro, that led us to talk. So it's like, we've done weddings. We did ACS shows. Bro, we was even in Bradford ACS playing Keele University. Their ACS, we'll go and play, bro. Like, bro, like anyone has bro. Even I remember when there was a period where every corporate body they want to start their diversity. So they'll let the black people do their events. Oh yeah, I work for KPMG. I work for Barclays. Can you guys come and do? Bro, we was there. We were doing it, and it's like, that really built the foundation, honestly. If we didn't do that, bro, and we was at all the black events, man. We was there, there was a period, black events, it's not as much anymore. I don't know why, but back in the day, we used to do this, what's it called? Love Lounge.
Yeah.
We used to do that. We used to do, I remember when Backchat did their first live show, we were there. So we really engulfed ourselves and you need it. You need the support of home first, honestly. Yeah, and what's beautiful is I feel like every year we've done on the Night of the Composers, I feel like the crowd, our people they go further back.
Yeah.
They go further back and it's new, maybe up until 20 19, 20, yeah, I could recognize the faces.
Yeah.
Now we play a show, I don't recognize nobody, bro.
It's even sick.
And it's beautiful, but it's also nice. Like, I remember like Royal Albert Hall, I was playing, turned to my left, I see my little brother. I'm like, bro, like my little brother's there. Like, it's kind of, and I looked, because we can see, I can see my parents. So it's nice. Like, you see like your people there. Like, it's just beautiful, man. Honestly, like, and sometimes like, bro, the build up is gruesome. Like, you argue, you decide on this. Someone might say, bro, I'm not coming rehearsal today, bro. You annoyed me, I'm not coming, and you don't want to be there. And bro, like we're all older now, so sometimes, bro, you're thinking about other things.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You can't even hold that off because it's, you, bro, you know, like the business comes into, bro, and it's like, but you get there, and it's like,
has to be though, innit?
Everything is gone for that hour and a half, and then you wake up the next. Bro, I woke up the next day. Yo, I came home. I remember my dad goes to me, "Yeah, great show, son. Yeah, so there's the speeding tickets from life is life is normal, bro. So, but it's beautiful, man. Bro, the journey, bro, as crazy as it's been, bro. Like, I wouldn't rewrite it any other way, bro.
So on that note, we always ask our guests to wrap up. Yeah, what is the W and the L of your career?
I think the W is just existing this long and almost like, I feel like we just keep respawning. Like we respawn.
Like Usher.
Yeah.
Like
Legit, bro. Like,
Usher's been relevant through every season.
Every season, bro. So
but what about like when you did Mo? When you like you said, when you did, there must be something that you did that just blew your mind.
It has to be Royal Albert Hall. That one moment. There has to be
one thing that you think to yourself, nah, not us from ends.
Madison?
Nah, because I went off my own back. I won't lie. The day I found out we're doing Wembley Arena, I think my first words afterwards, order me champagne. That was my first, bro. Because it was, I'll say a mixture of that and selling out Royal Albert Hall in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Because it was so like, huh? Like I remember how it goes. And Brian does this thing. Like he made a pack. He said, "I'm not telling you guys how many tickets you sold for Wembley until." If I haven't heard sold out, if it sells out before, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But we will find out for ourselves on the day. And I said, yeah, I prefer that. But the Royal Albert Hall one was crazy because it was like, I know we're pressed, but I have to tell, like, people have to understand the story, bro. Like, we was in Portugal for Afro Nation. So we had the pre-sale on Thursday and the general sale on Friday. So we flew to Afro Nation on Thursday and the pre-sale was going live at 10 a.m. So when I think pre-sale, they put up like, it was like 1,500 tickets or something like that. So we get to Afro Nation in the hotel, having food or whatever. And then, and he's like, we're just eating and he's just scrolling through his phone. He's like, oh, do you want to know how much you sold on the pre-sale? I was like, yeah, bro, I'm thinking like, I would have been happy with like 300-400. 900, and I was like, what? That's mad. Like, bro, that night 50 was performing. We're watching 50, enjoying. No, was it 50? No, Wizkid. It was Wizkid. Enjoying the vibes in the terrace. They had like the VIP terrace, the there vibes. And then I forgot what song it was, but it was a song that like, it was like No Lele. Like the whole place is jumping, bro. Brian is screaming extra. I'm like, what, bro? He gets his phone, he's dancing, he's got his phone like this. I'm like, hold still then, like, let me see what you're showing me. Congratulations, you have sold out all pre-sale. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. Gassed. We're 1,500 in.
Yeah.
Next morning, so I was a bit like anxious. I wanted to see the response, but I was like, nah, let me just go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I woke up at, you know when you're on holiday, you wake up early. Like,
yeah.
Your body just wakes up early. I woke up at like 8 a.m. I was like, I'm not doing nothing today. Let me go back to sleep. Bro, I woke up at, I think the tickets go live at 11 a.m. UK time. So I've woken up at 10 past 12. I've woken up and I'm just seeing bears on my phone like, yo, bro, what go on for you lot's website? Steve, and then this is where I deep something up. Stephen, capital letters. One of my friends, she messaged Stephen, capital letters, full stop, Stephen, like 4 times. I need a ticket. I was like, yeah, it's on sale, bro. Yeah. And then, but
you can get mad a little bit.
You know, I'm like, you know, like I'm reading the notification. Now I've opened the group chat, like the Mandem group chat. One of my bros, Toby, never Compozers is sold out. I'm like, what?
So you're thinking it's my time jacked up, like?
It's 10, no, so it's 10 past 11. So
yeah.
I'm like, So I've messaged the group. I messaged the Compozers group chat. I'm like, yo, I think the site has crashed. Bro, I go to Brian's room, was like next door to me. I go to Brian's room. Brian's there like this on the phone. I'm like, bro, like the site. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to sort it out. So he calls the woman, and then she's British lady. She's like, no, it's sold out. Congratulations, guys. I'm like, you don't understand, though.
You're putting voices, you know.
I'm like, you don't understand. There's a bunch of angry black people right now. Because at this point, this is what I'm saying. We don't know who the people are, because we're used to like our people,
your community, yeah.
But this is like, I think people actually set reminders for this, bro. It was done, and then Brian's like, I don't know what you guys wanted to do. He's like, this is what you wanted, right? I was like, yeah, but my people, like, he's like, we'll figure it out, innit? But so, yeah, that one, and then so obviously for those in live music, you'll know like it works like they kind of bill you according to tiers. So like, if you can sell out a certain size, we'll put you in the next ranking up. So you usually do like, you go from like 200 to 500, 500 to like 800, 800 to like 1,002, 1,008, 2,000, 2,3, so on and so forth. So at the point where we've now done Brixton Academy, sold out, that was 5,000. But I think we hadn't done a show in like 2 years. That's why we did Royal Albert Hall. But the prestige of Royal Albert Hall was a big thing for them. Like, let's see how that goes. So I'm now in Lagos. And then, again, Brian's like, I think we're getting ready to go out. Brian's like, yo, the offer for the next show just came through. This is whilst we're promoting.
When you said offer, how does that work?
So they give you an offer, like, so obviously it's promoters. So, okay, cool, boom. This is the venue. This is your guarantee. These are the dates available.
Sick. So I didn't even know it works like that.
Yeah, that's how it works with these promoters.
Because they're gonna eat off the top,
basically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they take like up to 10%.
Okay,
that
cool.
kind of thing. So he's like, yeah, the offer for the next show came through, and then he's like smirking, and then this is exactly, he just put the phone on the table, but I've picked up the phone. Like, he's like, whoever wants to read it first, read it out. I picked it up and I saw Wembley Arena. I said, no way.
Crazy.
I said no. But you have to remember, this show started in Bernie Grant's Art Centre in Seven Sisters. A 250 capacity venue. And now we're talking about Wembley Arena.
Wembley Arena was what capacity?
12,000.
Crazy.
You get me? So I was just like, what? Like, Wembley Arena. Bro. And that was like, even like backtracking on the conversation. You know, parents, like, you have to do one thing to get them.
Yeah.
For my dad, it was Royal Albert. Like, he was in. Like, my dad was locked in. But Royal Albert Hall sent him to like a different level.
Yeah.
Because when I came home the next day, listen, you guys, you have to find some big promoters and do a big show.
He's on board.
I'll give you advice.
Because look, the amount of people that were there can even try the stadium in Ghana. I was like, Dad,
you need to set up a mailing list.
Bro. And then obviously, you have to realize at this point, bro, even they're getting the clout.
Yeah.
Bro, they're getting the clout, bro. Oh, they go, bro. Do you know something? Yeah, they said they know. Bro, I went to a wedding. So our parents all know each other as well. Bro, I went to a wedding. My mum and Brian's mum were there. I promise you, the MC at the wedding, it was like, what you guys, the Nigerians, the Alaga, like, she's like, these are the mothers of 2 of the composers, like, big enough. And then like, bro, that's when I walked into the wedding, and then the man, yo, S, they're bigging up your mum, you know, like, I'm like, and then my mum is there, like, I'm just like, this is, so it's crazy, like, you know, like, but it's nice, you know, I feel like that's another win, like, just, you know, being able to make your family proud.
Yeah,
like,
of
you
course.
know, they go to places and so many people, oh, we saw your son, you know, my kids went to your son's show. My kids, they know I know you, so they're telling, do you know their son? Even when you go to like family gatherings, like people used to talk to you about, like, it's like they're scared to talk to you. I'm like, bro, you can chat to me, you know, like it's calm. Like I'm the same guy, the same guy, you know. So I think the biggest lesson I would definitely say at 27 is, it's kind of something I knew, but it's like, you know, sometimes you know things and then when you go through it, it reaffirms what you knew. Just like, bro, just the business side, man, just having it tight, like being tight on the business and like, you know, just making sure everything is correct, you know, because it's like, sometimes it's easy to get caught up in everything moving, and sometimes you neglect how important that side can actually be. So it's like things go wrong, but it's like I don't actually have nothing to back me up here anyway. You know what I mean? Like I don't really have nothing to back me up in this, so I just have to take the L. Like, even me as a young guy, bro, like spending, like bro, spending, like honestly, like now being older, I'm like, I look back, I'm like, did you really need to do that? Did you really need to do that? Did you really need to do that? But it's like, I think I messaged you about this directly as well, actually, in your book, Poverty Scars. I messaged you that. I read it. I felt like it
resonated,
punching me in the face. It was punching me in the face, because it's like, bro, like, you get that chunk of money, you get that first bit of money. I'm not even going to sit here and act like I've made like hundreds of thousands or millions, but I've made money. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, wow, like I can comfortably do this. Like, it's like, let me try. Let me just try this. Oh, okay, cool. Let's do it again. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, you learn. But I'm happy at 27. I've learned that. Because I might have, like, my close ones will tell you, for the last like 6 months, I've been like saying to myself, like, what's the point being like lit now? I feel like where it matters is like 35 up. That's where it really matters, to show like, you know, I did this, I did. That's where you really harvest, like you reap your harvest. So I'm happy I've made the mistakes, I've corrected and correcting certain mistakes. But yeah, like, bro, it's cliche to say, but I swear, any young person getting into music, please save as much money, because it's not guaranteed, bro. It's not guaranteed. So if you hit that dry period where nothing's coming in, and you know, not everyone is business savvy to create things outside of music, some people are just that dedicated, it's long. You know what I mean? It's long. So, you know, do the right things. You know, like, we hear so many horror stories of musicians, and that's why like, a lot of our parents don't want us to do it.
Of course.
You know, like, but it's weird. I was even speaking to one that, bro, I won't even say who, like, popping artist, bro, a couple of years back, popping, and like, I was just like, man, like, this is crazy, like how you 360'd, you know. But it's like, just do the basic things like at the right time. If you make that first like 30-40 grand, please go buy a house. Like at least you know that's sorted. Make some investments, dude. Bro, you can buy a big chain later, you could buy a watch later. Like it you know, it will happen. But it's like, because music isn't, like you said about like the royalties, it's not like we get paid on the 31st or the 28th of every month. It doesn't work like that. I can work today and not see the money till like August. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if now that I understand that, I handle my stuff differently. Do you know what I mean? But when I didn't, bruv.
Lessons to be learnt for the people then, bro. But thank you for joining us, man.
Thank you
for having me. It's been real, man. It's been real.
Having me, man.
Everyone, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Leave your comments in there. This one's for the musicians, the up-and-coming musicians, isn't it?
I'm not no guru. I'm just telling you what
the lessons are important. No. But yeah, thanks again, people. Thank you for listening to the Bread and Butter podcast.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what other guests you want us to have on. Who do you want us to be talking to about money, finance, their career? Put in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you in the next one, guys. Peace.